credit to Chicago, especially, the first half of the game. They were really hot from three. I think overall in the game, we did a good job protecting the paint. They had 48 points in the paint. Our urgency to contest three-point shooters was a little bit better in the second half. And offensively, I thought we, only had 10 turnovers. I thought we moved the ball pretty well. It was a cold shooting night for us from three. That picked up a little bit in the fourth quarter. And then down the stretch, I thought the team really executed well. We got two good looks. They didn't go. And that's kind of the way it goes sometimes. But overall, I'm happy with how the team played. They played really hard. I thought their intent on both ends of the floor was good. And credit to Chicago for making some shots. And, obviously sometimes when you're a little cold from three, the game can feel harder than it maybe is. So back to work tomorrow.
John Collins had his season high tonight, and kind of early in the season, I think he was struggling with his finishing around the rim. And tonight goes 9 for 11 from 2-point range. Have you seen an improvement from that part of his game, and kind of what else did you see from him tonight?
Yeah, I think he has improved. There are some times early in the season he missed some shots he normally makes. I also think our team understands John much better when to get him the ball. He's such a quick roller. He's really good at mixing the pace of his rolls, slipping out behind the defense for lobs. And I think early in the season, we were getting him the ball a little bit late on some of those pick and rolls. And I think the team's done a good job adjusting to John, and they're hitting him in stride a little bit more. I thought tonight he did a really good job, obviously, from two, attacking the rim. We were trying to put Vucevic in pick and rolls a decent amount, especially in the second half. John did a really good job of recognizing that and continuing to screen and roll.
Speaking of John, what's your understanding of kind of what happened in that altercation towards the end?
Yeah, I didn't ask him. At that moment, we're trying to just kind of calm everybody down and get them focused on the end of the game and the different scenarios. You're waiting for the call from the officials. You don't know what the score is going to be based on the free throws. But apparently there were a couple of people on the Bulls bench that escalated the situation. John was a part of it as well, and the technicals were assessed appropriately.
What did you think of Bryce's first start?
I thought Bryce did a pretty good job. Had a couple nice drives with some physicality. Was happy with his defensive rebounding tonight. That's been a big emphasis for him, is kind of participating in all the things that aren't scoring. And I thought overall he did a good job defensively. Still got to work on some technique stuff and directing the ball and pick and roll. But Bryce is playing hard. He's learning. He's letting us coach him hard. And I think he's showing the ability to learn on the fly. Like, he's able to pick things up in a game, which I've said to you guys before is always a good sign as a coach.
How do you think he handled being with the closing group, with it being a close game and the crowd's going crazy?
Yeah, I thought he did a good job. We're obviously playing mostly in those moments through JC and Colin. He made a really tough pull-up going left, which I thought was a big play for us. He definitely didn't look shy. So, that coupled with, his execution at the end, doing what he was supposed to do on those last two plays. I think Bryce showed some maturity being out there at the end of the game and, definitely not looking out of place. Like, I mean this in a good way. I didn't notice Bryce at the end of the game. And generally when you're not running actions through somebody, not noticing them can mean that they're doing their job very well.
You're down 4 guys, 4 big names tonight. What does it say about this team that you were able to still battle the way that you did and be so close to winning? Yeah,
I think that's who we are. That's who we want to be as a team, as an organization. We talk about toughness and competitiveness a lot, and those are the types of people that we want in our program. We feel like that represents our organization and our fan base. So I think the team continues to show, and they've shown this for a little while now, that it doesn't matter who plays or doesn't play. our fans know that they can expect a team that's going to compete every single night. Whether the shots go in, sometimes we throw the ball all over the gym, but the effort's going to be there every single night.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.